crafty friends. I have been looking forward to putting together this layout for so long, and I am so excited to finally be able to do it. I did find my letter C for those of you that were following along last week, and I was talking about on Thursday or on Tuesday during Stencil Tip Tuesday. Halloween is probably my very, very favorite holiday ever. I do love Christmas, but I love Halloween, and I love the cutesy part of Halloween. And so I put together this layout specifically to be added into my journal. Or into my weekly. So let me kind of tell you what we're going to be doing and how we're going to make this happen. So the Art of Planning and Journaling has 4 dot grids. Hold on, I've got a bunch of papers stuck in here. Let me remove those so that I can talk through this. There are 4 dot grid layouts. So we have used 4 of them already. We have used, this was the very first week, this was the second week, this was the third week, and this is the current week. But October actually has 5 planning weeks in it, and there are no more pages to be able to use. So we are going to, what I did was I took a dot grid insert. I don't have it right here handy with me. I took the staples out and I removed one of the pages, which means I can do this anytime that I want to with these particular layouts. So what we're going to do, friends, is we are going to attach a piece of washi tape to this layout on the edge so that we can keep it in our planner, number 1, and number 2, have it available for our planning needs. So I'm super excited about this. Like I said, I've been planning this for a hot minute and want to make sure that I get this put in here. So we are going to use, I don't have any Halloween specific paper or deco. So we're going to use the leftover animal washi tape that I had from last year's kit. And we're just going to put this in like a tip in, like we do at the beginning of the insert when we put in our monthly journal card. And I'm going to go ahead and just trim the edges of this. And we're going to add this right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this page. And we're going to attach it, maybe. You guys are going to get to see my not so fantastic check-in for my habit tracker this month. All right, so now we have the spread added in. This is directly right inside my planner, so you can see this will kind of just be an extra piece for now while I get through the rest of this week, right? And then next week, we'll be able to just open it like this and start planning. Now, in doing this and making it fit in here and using it like a tip in, I had to cut pieces off of both sides, and what I did was I just picked a dot grid line and I cut the dot grid off line, and I did that on both sides. So you will see, and you can see it right here, it's exactly 2 dot grids wide that I had cut off of here. But that's okay because it's going to work still for my planning needs. I just had to make some alterations when I was doing the planning portion or the layout portion over here. So this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to fit 5 weeks into our planner insert. And I'm excited because I love Halloween. I've been planning this layout for so long and so excited to be able to finally use it. All right, what we're going to do first before we get into this part is I want to go ahead and finish our pumpkins. So I grabbed my 2 stencils that have the pumpkin faces on them, and we're going to go ahead and just finish them out. What I love is that there's so many different variations that you can use because I have last year's and I have this year's. I can mix and match them however I want to, but I just wanted to throw that out there. It's going to be fun to put together. Oh, one thing I did not grab was my brown pen. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and get started and finish out all of our pumpkins because they're just too cute. And I had to go do some research on how to do the like little shading part because you don't really think about that when you're coloring them. You just do it and it just works out, right? Because we usually just color them black on the inside or whatever. And then I did this one for a demo on my TikTok and then realized I did the eyes backwards. So this one has the highlight coming in this way and this one has highlight coming in this way. It's fine. We'll just make it work. So I'm going to do them backwards each time just so that I continue to go, back and forth. And we'll just keep adding the little things in here. Okay, I'm gonna grab our yellow. Add a nice little highlight. And then I opted to do gray bats instead of black bats. Just because I didn't want them to blend into the paper behind them. So that's why my bat is gray and not black. So yes, if you have black bats, that's totally fine. And if you are a Survivor lover, which I am very much a Survivor lover, they introduced the new individual immunity idol last night in Survivor, and it actually has a bat on it. So speaking of bats, they're kind of popular right now. As far as like media. It's our little pumpkin face. You guys, I've been so excited to do just this one layout that I've had this, I actually put this together, the layout itself, like this part of it. I did it while I was watching Survivor. So you can plan things out without actually having to sit at your desk, which is handy. I need some greens. There we go. I have all kinds of greens floating around here. I'll just grab one out of the bag I have next to me. Same goes for oranges. Look at all these oranges I have. Well, there's 5 of them. So that's fun. All my pumpkins are going to be different variations of orange. And I love it. I am in the middle of fixing my son's Halloween costume, and I hand make all of my costumes. That's part of the traditions that have been passed down forever and ever. My mom used to make my Halloween costumes, and so I just think it's fun to be able to do. And then I've gotten to excuse me, I've gotten to where my my collection has gotten a little full, and so I've had to sell some of them, and it's nice to be able to go back and like think about the memories of that particular costume, and then pass that excitement on to somebody else's home, which I love. And of course I sell them super cheap, way cheaper than what it cost me to make them, because you can't really put a price on the memories that you have. So I don't mind like sharing them with others, even though it cost me a pretty penny to make them. I also love to hand make them because they're warmer and we usually have cold Halloweens. And so I like when my son goes out trick-or-treating, I don't have to worry about him freezing to death. That's always a bonus. And so I like it for that aspect. But so I've been making his Halloween costume, and for the last couple of years I've made matching. We have matching costumes. And he has wanted to be a Pokemon character for the last 4 years. And so I haven't had to make a matching costume because my costumes always match because because I'm just one of Pokemon characters, and every time he's a Pokemon character, I get to continue to be the same Pokemon character. And if you know me, you know that I am the huge turtle lover, so my Halloween costume is Squirtle, and I've gotten to wear my Squirtle costume 4 years in a row, and I love it. But we have done so we did a pirate and a parrot, and that one obviously he didn't pick because he was only 6 months old. But we did I'm trying to think and do this at the same time. So that was the first year, was pirate and a parrot. And then the next year we did Mickey and Minnie. So he was Mickey Mouse and I was Minnie Mouse. And then the year after that, that was when he was 1. The year after that, we did, I'm trying to think. PJ Masks, super popular. PJ Masks was super popular. So we did PJ Masks, and he was the gecko, and I was Owlette, which made so much sense for me anyway. And then, let's see, the next year we were Ninja Turtles, which is kind of where my costume came from for my Squirtle, because I just reused the same costume, the same turtle shell. And so we did that. And then the next year we did, let's see, that makes him 3 or 4. I can't remember. And then, let's see, that was Ninja Turtle. And then the next time we did, Super Mario Brothers. And that was a whole family affair. So he was Mario, and my oldest son was Luigi, and my middle son was Toad, and I was Princess Peach, and my husband was Bowser. So that was fun. So that was that year. And then the next year was 2020, and we did 2019. I don't remember. Anyway, 1 year I did not make a matching costume because we did not go trick-or-treating. So I think that was 2020. But he was Freddy Fazbear. So that was really fun too. And then we started our Pokemon. So, and he's never been a normal Pokemon, so no Pikachus. I was Squirtle, which I told you guys already. And then we had let's see, after Squirtle we had, that one didn't show up very well. Let me go back and fix this. He was, I'm trying to think and color at the same time sometimes doesn't work out so well. Let's see. The first one that he was a Grookey. So Grookey is a green monkey. And so he had a nice little tail, and he has a little, like on the top of his head, he has this little stick thing. So I created that so that he have a little stick at the top of his hood. And then the next year he was Minun. So there's two, and give you guys some Pokemon history. There's twins, Minun and Plusle. And he was Minun, and Minun is yellow, and they confused him with Pikachu all the time, and he would get so frustrated. I am not Pikachu. So that was a fun little battle. We had to like talk him off the ledge many times because people would kept calling him Pikachu, and he was definitely not Pikachu. We had the same battle last year as well because he was Marowak, which Marowak is an evolved version of Cubone. And so we had that same conversation. But you can always tell, like, the people who actually follow along, follow Pokemon and all those things, because they'd pass him on the street and they would say what he was, and he would get so excited because the person knew who he was based on his outfit. So that was always a highlight for him. And then this year, I cannot tell you because I never reveal what they're going to be until he dresses up and does the things. So you'll just have to wait until next week, and I will share with you guys this cute little costume. So that has been the evolution of costumes at our house, which has been fun over the course of the years. And so I love Halloween. It's my favorite time. And I'm not a big, like, I don't like the horror part of it. That's not my cup of tea. But I do love to watch movies. So we've been watching a ton of Halloween inspired movies. And that's been exciting and fun to do together as a family. So I'm excited to hear what you guys are doing for Halloween. Do you dress up? Do you participate in activities with your family? What kind of things do you like to do together for Halloween? And then, of course, Thanksgiving is coming up. We've been doing a lot of, in fact, I have another Thanksgiving inspired card for you guys coming this weekend. I didn't realize how many of those card kits I had until I sat down to start making them all and was like, holy cow, I have so many card kits that are Thanksgiving. This means I had a lot of orders that I put in over the course of the month of September. And then I realized the other day I did not order any Christmas cards. So we might just be like winging it with my Christmas card stash because I did not prepare accordingly, and I needed to have them here yesterday in order for me to make them for you. So we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens. So coming to the end of our pumpkins, after this one, we have one left, and then we're going to add some stickers, do the layout on the other side, which is a very, very simple one. Usually at the end of the month, I like to do one that has more space for writing because I have a lot of notes and a lot of things that I have to do for month end for my 212 family and my own personal business. And so I like to leave myself lots of space for notes and a to-do list because I have a large quantity of things that I have to do to finish out the month, which is fine because then I can get to do fun little things, layouts like this, where I can draw out some fun. This is a new marker. I just want to tell you guys about it. It's called Faber-Castell, and I love the colors. However, they do have a tendency to bleed through this paper. I'm not worried about it this time because I have this in the background, but just to give you guys a heads up, I found some beautiful colors that match the new kit. They're buried in the bottom here. Let me show you. And I specifically got them because they matched the new kit, the tea and the garden kit. So these are the colors I got. They're absolutely beautiful. Let's see, is my insert around here? I can show you. Just a side note. These are the colors. They're gorgeous, but this is what happened on the inside. So, yeah. So if you don't like bleed through, don't use them. They don't bother me as much. I have a tendency to just write and not worry about it. One of the ways that you can circumvent that from happening is use them kind of like an outline color and color pencil, and then use them as the highlight on the insert. So I can show you that one as well because I did that in my. So I colored this with a colored pencil inside, and then I used those markers as the highlights on them, and as you can see, they did not bleed through. So just a couple of different ways that you can utilize them. They're gorgeous markers. I love them, and I'll probably continue to use them. I'll just be careful about how I choose to use them moving forward. I was sad, and then I was like, nah, I don't care. It's going to get scratched up and written on anyway. Like, look, this is my October for this month. And look at all those hinge scratches and pen marks. So it'll fit right in. So anyway, those are the markers. They're called Faber-Castell. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They're beautiful. The colors on them are absolutely gorgeous, and they match the kit so well that I could not pass them up. So, yes, so we'll grab those. All right, let's finish out our pumpkins so that we can play with stickers. Oops, I forgot to color a section of his face. That's sad. Where is this? We got to get this portion down here. There we go. And I'll add a little shading. I need to get my white marker out too. There we go. This pumpkin looks like it didn't get enough sunshine. He's like a vampire pumpkin. He's like white. It's all good. Takes all kinds. Color our little Betty Bat. I like the little bat stencil on here. It's cute. Fun to add just some little elements. And then we're going to put our last little face on this pumpkin. Now, of course, you could have chosen to color your pumpkins in all kinds of colors, but I wanted to keep him very much into the role of jack-o'-lanterns, which most of them are orange. Not many people have a tendency to carve the other styles of pumpkins, so This one has a lot of teeth. Oh, I used this one already too. I used it right there. Oh, well. I wasn't paying attention, clearly. It's all good. All right. Let's add our highlights. And then give him some black eyes. And they'll be ready for some color. And then we'll go over and start working on our spread for the week. All right, let's make him this color. Got something in my eye. I know that some people like to do, like for Halloween, they do trunk or treating. Have you guys ever heard of trunk or treating before? I think it's fun. We've done it before. In fact, when Ashton was little, we did trunk or treating when he was the parrot, because he wasn't really needing to go collect candy. He was like 6 months old. And so we decorated our trunk like a pirate ship, and then sat out and handed out candy as a pirate and a parrot with our pirate ship. It was fun. We had a grand time. He probably doesn't remember it, but I had fun. He made a very cute parrot. All right. Almost finished. I love spooky season, but I am ready to do something different. So I am excited about the new kit. I started prepping layouts for you guys for next month, and I already have some ideas drawn up and ready to go. I did some more fun Pinterest layouts because I think they're cute and I like being able to do different things. All right, so there is our fun colored Halloween layout. We are going to come over here. First, let's add our little white part. All right, there we go. Okay, we're going to come over here and we're going to, I've started using the sticker sheet already. Some pieces are already missing. So we're just going to continue right along with that and use a couple of more pieces. We are going to use 2 of these strips, and I'm going to use them right down the center here and right up the top. And of course, I'm going to use the pumpkins and the bats because that makes the most sense, right? Since we have been coloring pumpkins and bats, that's what I'm going to do. So we are going to attach this. And then what I'm going to do is just come over here with my scissors and cut the end. And it's not straight, and that's fine. And then we're going to do that for our, that is very not straight. Hold on. Should be able to peel this up a little bit and replace. There we go. All right, now we're going to use our little Betty Bat, and I'm gonna cheat and put this on the end of it and cut it off so I know where to cut off, and it will be straighter. And then we can add this at the top. There we go. All right, then we're going to use our stickers. These are our journal stickers. So these ones are all kind of labeled already for us. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday is Halloween this year, so we will do some extra stuff for Thursday. And then we have Friday and the weekend. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We're going to take our black pen and we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we're going to draw a line right here and separate our Saturday and Sunday. I don't have a lot of extra things happening, so it's okay for me to be able to do this. So here is Saturday, and this is Sunday. All right, now we're going to go ahead and draw our lines. I'm going to use our black marker. This is just a variation of the Brain Dump Weekly. And the reason why I say it's a variation is because there are not, the boxes are not separated. They're just 3 boxes. So, but again, the Brain Dump Weekly is actually my favorite layout. And I like a vertical layout, so that makes the most sense for me anyway. And we're going to get our eraser. Erase those lines. Again, I apologize for the wiggle if you are getting the wiggle on your end. All right, so I mentioned we're going to do a little bit extra here because I love Halloween. So we're going to add some of these washi strips in here. And we're going to put that down here. And we're going to use this little pumpkin right here. And then, of course, we have some little batty bats. So we're going to use the little batty bats up the top. And that will be for our Halloween section. All right, on the other side, let's see if there's anything extra I want to add. I don't want it to be too overwhelming, mainly because I have a lot of planning to do. I think that's all I really want to do. It's just this layout. So again, just a quick reminder how we made this happen. So because the Art of Planning and Journaling only has 4 dot grids in it, I took a dot grid, removed the staples from the center, which you can see where I removed the staples, and cut it down a strip of dots on each side. We attached it using a piece of washi tape so that we can have this as a tip-in. And then, of course, I decorated the back side of it to be all Halloween inspired. And then, so it's actually 4 pages wide. But in order for us to continue to do the planning, we're going to just leave it in this area like this and go ahead and plan it out like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me for our Art of Planning and Journaling. I hope that you have gotten some ideas of how you can put together your holiday layout. I cannot wait to see what you guys choose to do for Halloween and for your own personal layouts. Have a fantastic Thursday, friends, and I will see you all soon.